Countdown.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Hi, good evening to all students. So welcome to Pusat Tuisyen AYU, a joint venture with e-didik Malaysia and Kelab Guru Malaysia. Bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. Before we proceed, let us begin our session with recitation of your prayers according to your religion. Okay, how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing fine and ready for today's lesson. I am Teacher Eileen as the moderator for today's class, and together with me is our control host, Teacher Zana, our observer, Teacher Rosmaya, and of course, our presenter, Teacher Im from College Tingkatan 6, Tapah, Perak. Welcome, everyone. For your information, we are now live on 3 channels. That is channel from Teacher Im, channel from Teacher Zana, and myself. So as a sign of support to Teacher Im for the hard work in preparing today's lesson, please subscribe our channel as well as Teacher Jana and myself. As usual, the lesson will last approximately for 1 hour. Please follow the class until the end and please give your full cooperation in making this class a lively one. Please take note that the certificate link will be given at the end of the session. Besides this, the link to claim the credit for today's live class, as well as the presenter's username, will be given too. Don't forget to claim your credit. Please accumulate the credit points to redeem the attractive prizes prepared for you. However, a 4-digit code is needed to claim the credit. The code will be revealed 1 digit at a time during the live class. So please be alert and get ready with your paper and pen. I would also like to remind students to use appropriate language and profile picture if you wish to post comments in the chat box. I am pretty sure all the students here are excellent students who will uphold a positive classroom environment. Stay focused, and if you have any questions, please write on the chat box. Teacher Im will try to provide you with the answers. So without further ado, please welcome Teacher Im.
Hello everyone. Well, it's me again, but I'm so sorry. My smile is kind of less today. I just got jabbed by the vaccine and my head is pounding and I am having a tiny, skinny, weeny bit of fever. So, well, life have to go on and here I am with you. All right, so like usual, Academy YouTuber, selamanya percuma. All right, so let's go and get our A. So from Academy YouTuber, you can get all this. And I already told you we have a collaboration channel, right? List where we have more than 300 plus videos of physics, biochemia, and chemistry and so on inside there. And we also have a calculus channel playlist where we have all about 60 videos inside there, and it's increasing by day. And we have the accounts, the physics. Okay, Cikgu Maya is where are you? Okay, up there. All right, Cikgu Maya, physics class, and we have the biology class, and also the chemistry teachers, and of course my maths team. Okay, talking about the maths team later, we have a sad story to tell. Cikgu Eileen, Cikgu Eileen. All right, so today we are going to do integration with rational function, okay, using the log rule. Using the log rule for rational function is actually one of the easiest way to do rational function, but of course, not all questions can use this log rule to solve, all right? Not all questions can use log rule to solve. So, now, what is the log rule? Of course, you have seen the log rule before. So I'm not feeling well, so my smile is less. So my PowerPoint is brighter today to shine out the shine that usually I give. So I shine it through the PowerPoint. Okay, so that's the log rule where we are going to have the 1 over x. Okay, the integration. And then we have the second one where we have ax plus b. So to get that answer from this integration, basically we will just differentiate this and put at the bottom. So we just follow the formula, that it will be fine. And finally, we have the most basic ones. Okay, the most basic one. Okay, good evening, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful day outside, but me not so feeling so good. All right, but it is going to be fine. Everything is all prepared. All right, we will shine like usual. Okay, so the f prime x is we will look at the denominator and we will try to find the differentiation from the equation. Okay, we try to kind of adjust the equation so that there is a f prime x on top. Then we can use the formula for log, all right? The ln formula for the integration. Okay, so what should we be looking at? So the f prime x of fx, okay, which when we want to integrate that, what we are going to do, the first thing is we try to recognize the integrals which can lead to the logarithm function. Okay, so we try to find that equation, means we try to find the f prime x and the fx at the bottom. Okay, second one is we recognize the integral which the numerator is the derivative of the denominator. Okay, so that is the second thing that we do. And the next one will be rewriting the integrals in alternative form. Let's say if we cannot find the f prime x, we try to change the format of the equation so that it can go at that position, okay, so that the numerator becomes the derivative of the denominator. So basically all these are notes only, which will not help you in exam. Of course, this one, we don't have essay question in maths, right? So let it be. You just need to know we need a f prime x on top there, all right? So that is the basic things that we are going to use today. Okay, I'll go for the easy one out first. So the easiest one, of course, the f2 over x, this part here. So I will, most of the time, I will tell the student, we try to bring out the number. We try to bring out the number so that the number don't interrupt with our calculation. So from here, we just refer back to the formula, which is integrating of 1 over x. You will get the ln x. So we get that ln x already, then we change back to the formula. So easy peasy, right? Okay, so, but you have to remember the question, okay? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hello, Cikgu Ziha. Who else is Kimberly Fong? Hello, hello. All right, nice to have you here. Really wonderful to have you here. Please come and enjoy the lesson. Learn something from it. I will try to give my best, although not feeling that good today, but I will try to do my best. Okay, so integrating of this one, especially when you are dealing with definite values, which you have the integration, then it will involve numbers. So the modulus is actually very important for this long answer. Okay, now most of the time the student will stop here, but actually long, the whatever in front of the long is actually the power. So you need to bring the index up. Okay, so this is only the final answer. Right, so that's easy one. I'm not going to talk too much about that. And this is the second one that I'm going to go, which will be using this formula, basically this formula over here. So what I do is I need to like kind of differentiate this. This will give me negative x. Okay, I differentiate this to get negative 1. So I know already my part of A here is going to be negative 1. So that will be my answer. So I just kind of prepare the equation first. Okay, like usual, I would love to like bring out the number so that I don't make mistake by multiplying or adjusting when adjusting the number. Okay, and then I will put in the answer, follow the formula. All right, so this is two very basic ones, but of course, this type of question, it is the basic step that we need to know before we can go into deeper equation. Okay, so let's move on. If you have question, please tell me, yeah? If you have question.
Hello,
Okay,
teacher.
the first quote, right, Eileen?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the first quote to claim your credit will be A1, capital letter A1. Okay, the first set of quotes to claim your credit will be capital letter A and 1. All right, so let's continue. This is also a very, very simple question. So just now in my first step that I gave inside the notes just now, the first step that we need to do is try to simplify. We try to simplify before we do. Okay, let's say if you see the denominator is only one element, for example, for this case, we only have x. Okay, we only have x. So we try to simplify. We don't go and dig into too many of the equation. We simplify this. At the end, this is going to be a simple equation only. Okay, with this simple equation, we just need to integrate and get our answer. So remember this format, the one that we did in question number 1. Okay, so for those who did not get the PDF form, if you go to my channel, at the description box, the PDF is there. Okay, if you go to my channel, Teacher Im's channel, the PDF is at the description box. Okay, so what will happen here is you will need to integrate this. Okay, if you need to integrate this one using your normal Form 5 integration, and over here you can recognize them as the one that you have the formula of ln. Okay, so we have x dx, and then we have the ln formula coming in. All right, don't forget the modulus, as ln number do not have any negative values. Okay, so wonderful. Easy, right? If you are good, please give me, say yes. If you can understand, if I'm too fast, please tell me also. Are you all okay over there? Is this too fast? Because I'm trying to finish before my head start pounding again. Okay? If it is okay, please tell me okay. If it is not, please say, teacher, go slow, like that. All right? Is it okay, everybody? Are y'all following? So, if you are following, please tell me. If not, I will go slow. All right, as the question goes harder, I will go slow. Don't worry, because this PDF was given to you. Who didn't get, go to Teacher Im's channel, go to the description box. There is a PDF Google link there. All right, there is a Google link there, and you can download the PDF from there. Okay, so you don't need to waste time to copy the question. But of course, the answers are here. All right, you don't copy the answer, you just understand the step, right? And later on, as you look at the question again, you can easily do this question. I am sure of that. All right. So for those who already have the answer, already got the PDF, and tried the question, you can just check your answer. Okay, now let's go to question number 3. Oh, sorry, number 4. All right, question number 4. Question number 4, I'm going to go for using the log rule with a chain of variable. I told you just now that rational functions have a lot of methods. If you go to Teacher's Island channel, I believe she has a beautiful mind map inside her channel, inside one of her video about rational function, which is very useful. Okay, refer to that. But this time I just want to like kind of focus on certain part. But in her channel, she already discussed all. So you can go there and check out her video. All right. Now I'm going to use the change of variable method, which is also, we call it the substituting method. So looking at this question, what I'm going to do is I'm going to like substitute this 4x minus 1 as so. Okay, 4x minus 1. Then I will differentiate it. I will differentiate this. Okay, and then I get 4. So when I look back into the equation, this one is the substituting. All right. That is other method. Don't worry. Don't attack me yet. There is another method which we are going to use later, but I'm going to go method by method for rational function. Okay, this is one of them. So once I get that, I will need to adjust my dx. Okay, I will need to adjust this because I need to change this dx with this one. 1 over 4 du. So this is our differentiation. We can do in a rough paper or we can write at the side of our question paper. Then everything, once we do the substituting, everything is going to be super easy. So what actually will happen? What the place for 4x minus 1, we will change with 4x minus 1. And then the place for dx, I'm going to change with 1 over 4 du. Okay, I do a little bit of changing, and then I bring the 1 over 4 outside. Okay, you bring the 1 over 4 outside, and then you have integrate 1 over u du. So for this part over here, it's going to be easy job already. It's just like question number 1. So I just apply it in. Okay, so this integrating this will have ln modulus of u. Don't forget the modulus. Okay, and then plus c. Of course, when there is no numbers, okay, you can leave out the modulus, but advisable to include the modulus because question not always are indefinite values. Okay, sometimes they have definite one. All right. So when you deal with numbers, then the modulus will come in use. So make it a habit to put a modulus there. Make it a habit, okay? So then don't forget, you have to change back the u into the whatever you substitute just now. Okay, whatever substitution that you choose. So this is changing a variable or substituting method inside this type of rational question. All right, let's go a bit deeper. So I have a question, big one, looks like very complicated, but follow back what I have just now. We just apply the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I take the denominator and then I try to differentiate it. Okay, I try to differentiate it and I notice the top portion is actually the f prime x. Okay, so it looks similar, but it's not exactly the same. So I need to adjust. So what I have here is x squared plus 2x plus 3. So I need to make sure I adjust this to look similar to as this one. Because I need a f prime x. Remember the formula f prime x divided by fx. Then I actually have the ln. Can use the ln formula. So I kind of do a little bit of adjustment to the equation. So this is what I adjust. I pull out the 3 only. Nothing big deal. And then I will look at this, it's x squared plus 2x plus 3. So I need this side, this one on the correct format. And then this 3, I just throw it over the other side. Okay, so it will then I will arrange my equation. Exam the time, there's no need to arrange, yeah? There's no need. You can come directly from here. I am arranging it so that you can see it is actually exactly the same element. I'm just arranging it because I want you to just to show you that it's actually the same element. Okay, so exam the time that you don't need to do this, then I'm going to do the changing already. Okay, magic happens. Everything becomes so simple. 1 over u, because this whole position will transform to u. This side here is 1 over 3 du. I set it as so. And then I bring out the 1 over 3 and then I integrate. Okay, so you can directly change this u. Okay, you can do the changing because you have the u there, and then change it into the equation. Voila, finish. So simple. Okay, any problem? Anything you want to ask? If nothing, is there any question, Teacher Eileen? No
So far,
question?
no. So far, no.
Every student having okay, eh? All right.
I think
So
they are okay.
yes, great. So this one is integrating tangent. Then when you look at the question, this is not rational. This doesn't look like that you can use the Lorne formula in it. But actually, you have to remember tangent, you can change it with this, right? Integrating tangent is actually sine over cos. So now the denominator is cos x. Okay, thank you. If you are following, that is great, all right? If you are not following or you have question, please ask. This is just like a class, okay? Our tuition class in Academy YouTuber is just like your classroom class, your classroom lesson. You can ask question whenever you want, okay? You can ask question wherever you want. If you don't understand, just ask. All right, it is free, all right? It is free. No charge given when you ask question. All right, u equals to cos x. So you differentiate this, that will give you negative sine x. Then you look back into your equation. So there's a f prime x there. You have a f prime x there. But then I don't have a negative, okay? I don't have a negative. So I need to do a little bit of adjustment. So I just kind of change a little bit. So I bring the negative to the left-hand side there. So negative du sine dx. So then I adjust over here, like I say, during exam, there's no need to do so. Okay, I repeat again, don't need to do so. You just need to recognize where, just now inside my notes, I say recognize the f prime x on top, the derivative on top. So you just need to notice that it is there. But I want to pull it out so that you know the position, that's all. Okay, now I'm going to change. The place for cos x, I'm going to change with u. And then the place for sine dx, I'm going to change with this. Voila! Magic happens again and everything turns to be easy now. What I'm going to do, integrate 1 over u. The ln will come out already. Okay, so negative belongs here. So negative ln du. Okay, plus c. Don't forget the plus c. And then there you are. Okay, there. Don't forget to resubstitute whatever you changed just now. All right, that will be the next question. What's going to be the next question? The next question is this one. Okay, this next question have a ln squared dx. Okay, ln squared dx. Oh, why are there a sad face inside my chat box? Why is there a sad face? Are you not following? Ye would ye. Hello there. I remember who you are. Don't give me a sad face. Give me a smiling face. All right? Do give me a smiling face. Don't understand us, but I don't think he is one of the students that I believe ye would is one of the A student in Stpm. All right, one who got A already. So no need sad face. I think your sad face because you are leaving me too. Bye. They all are going to university and they have entered university. Some of them have already entered university. Okay, hi there, Sherry. All right, back to my question. So, what you are going to do, because of the square there, I need to bring out the square. Okay, and you need to bring out the square so that you can apply your equation. So what are going to happen here? You need to check carefully what's going to happen. So this time, I did not take the denominator as u. I took u as ln x. So just now I say you need to recognize your equation. Okay, that's my notes inside there just now. You need to recognize your equation. Why is that so? Because whenever you recognize your equation, you know which one you need to substitute. There's no basic rule to that. Okay, there's no basic rule to that. The one that you, for example, if I substitute x, could it solve my ln or not? Okay, so I can't. So I need to use my u as ln x. When I differentiate, I notice, oh, my du over here, the differentiation is actually 1 over x. So I look at this equation. What can I adjust, right? So I have here my dx. dx is du is equals to 1 over x dx. Do I have a 1 over x? Yes, I do, because this element can be shifted to the right. That's why I shifted previously, so that I want you all to see the pattern. Okay, you can actually, when you see you can recognize the pattern of the equation, then you can actually build the answer already. While I'm talking about that, I'm sure you already fill up. Okay, I'm sure you already fill up the answer. You know already the place for ln x is ln x. You are going to change with u. See, I'm having a fever and my brain is not going straight. Okay, you are going to change it here. 1 over x dx, you're going to change it to du. Please tell me what's the answer for this question. Can anybody please answer that? While we go for our advertisement, please try to answer this and write the answer inside the chat box. Thank you. It's going to be easy. Okay, advertisement first. Bye. See you.
Berita baik untuk semua. Kini Akademi YouTuber memperkenalkan sistem mata gancaran kredit AYU untuk dikumpul. Jom ikuti kelas tuition live AYU untuk mengumpul kredit AYU dan berpeluang menebus hadiah-hadiah yang menarik. Hadiah bernilai lebih RM10,000 disediakan secara percuma untuk pelajar seluruh Malaysia. Apa tunggu lagi? Tebus ganjaran hebat ini sekarang. Layari www.academyyoutuber.com untuk maklumat lanjut.
Okay, we are back. All right, so the second digit code to claim your credit is is 4. Okay, is 4. So the second digit is 4. 4. All right, so that is going to be your equation. All right, that is going to be your equation. So you have u squared. And then the place for 1 over dx, I already changed to du. So we have a very simple equation. All right. So when we are done with that, then we just need to integrate it like our normal form 5 integration. Then the place for u, we are going to change back to ln x. So that will give us 1 over 3 ln x. I saw one answer there only. All right, from Shafiq, thank you. And then he has a question. So do we need to write c is element of real numbers? No, we do not need, but we have to write plus c. We have to write plus C, but we do not need to define the C is what. Okay, we do not need to define this C, but we need to make sure we write plus C. Because later in STPM question, this plus C actually has a number. Okay, I didn't wait for answer just now because I still have a few questions to go. So that was one answer inside the chat box, and that was great. I hope the rest, did the others manage to get the answer? Yes or no? Did the other students get to the same answer as what I have here? If yes, please tell me that so that I know that this is going the right way. If not, I'm going to go slower. All right? Did you all manage to get the same answer? Please tell me in the chat box. Thank you. Great. Right? So which means you all manage to do, manage to understand. Okay? Manage to follow. All right. I'm going for the next one. Okay? Very good. Chai Xin. Thank you. Right. I hope the rest also can manage to get the same answer. Right, let's go to question number 8. I'm going to go bigger, all right? This question number 8, I got two things I need to tell you about this question number 8. One thing is about the trigo, of course, okay, the integration of trigo. And the second thing is about the substituting. Well, if you look at this question, okay, it is sine 1 plus cos x. Okay, so I'm going to choose the big one to substitute. So I use u equals to 1 plus cos x there, right? 1 plus cos x. So I'm going to differentiate that carefully, and I'm going to get negative sign. Then I notice I don't have a negative inside my question. Okay, I don't have a negative in my question. So I have to be very careful with that. So I readjust. So I actually need sine x dx. So what's going to happen is I'm going to get rid of this sine x dx, get rid of the negative to the left-hand side. So I know that sine x dx, I'm going to change with negative du. Okay, I prepare that. But before, okay, I do my substituting, because this is definite values, 0 to pi over 2. I cannot, I repeat again, I cannot simply just put in 0 and pi over 3 inside my integration. I need to do this step. I need to take x equals to 0 because this is differentiating to dx. Okay? When you substitute something, including the number, you have to change. So my x equals to 0, that's from here. This x equals integration of 0 to pi over 2. So when x equals to 0, I have to put it in this u equals to 1 plus cos x. I need to put it in there. Okay, u equals to 1 plus cos x, and the x is 0. So I press the calculator. Make sure your calculator is in radian form. Okay, your calculator is in the radian mode before you press the calculator, and you will get the answer. Okay, next one is x equals to pi over 2, which you get from the top here, the integration pi over 2. So you will sub it into your u to create another number. With these two numbers, you are going to put it inside the position. Make sure you put it in the correct position. So 1 is for the pi over 2. So if you notice, that is value of 1 there. Okay. For pi over 2, I submit with 1. And for 0, I have to submit with 2. So I have this position. All right. When you integrate something, you integrate from the smallest number to the biggest number. Okay, you integrate from the smallest number to the bigger number. This one is like alternate. Well, in Form 5, you learned this already actually. When you have this situation, and if you have a negative there, you actually can move the equation back to the correct position. Okay, so now I integrate 1 until 2. Where is my negative? Use applied to changed the integration already. Means I move from a negative area to a positive area. Okay, so now the position have been changed. Then, because you know integration is basically about the area of a graph, so the position change. Okay, so now you integrate this. When you integrate this, you get your ln. That is your basic integration like you have just now. The substituting, you already changed with the correct number. Make sure when you do substituting technique, make sure when you do the integration for definite value, you have to change the number. Okay? Now you can get the answer already, which is minus. I just put in. Minus means is division. Okay, you actually divide. So ln 2 minus ln 1, you actually take 2 divided by 1, so it's actually ln 2 only. Or you can press the calculator, ln 1 is actually 0, so that give the same idea what happened. So your answer is finally ln 2. Whether you want to put your answer in decimal places or not depends on the question. If inside the question say, leave your answer in certain decimal places, then you can get your ln 2 into decimal places. If not, ln 2 will be the answer. You can just leave it there. No problem. Okay? No problem? All right. So this is using substituting technique. Okay, this is using substituting technique, which is one of the method that we use for rational question. Okay, rational function question. Okay, let's check out this one. I'm going to use the second one, which means this time I'm not going to sub anything in, but I want to recognize the quotient. Okay, recognizing quotient forms of the log for the log rule. Okay, hit the like button if you like what I'm teaching you so far. Okay, that will motivate us to do more for you. This like is actually a booster. Okay, please hit the like button if you find that these are useful for you, because it is actually a booster for us to work hard for you all. All right, next question. Okay, what I'm going to have here is I actually am not going to sub anything inside, because not all rational question, okay, or rational function question, we can sub thing inside. Not all of them we can do that. Sometimes we don't even need to do that. We don't need to waste time to substitute values. We can just recognize what we want. Okay, if you have the answer, you already tried the question, you have the answer, please put inside the chat box so that I know you tried the question. Okay, you can use the substituting technique, but I'm going to show you this method. I'm going to recognize this as a f prime over fx. Means I'm not going to substitute anything inside, but I want to just recognize this equation as for using this formula. Okay, so what I do is I test differentiating 1 over x, differentiating ln x. I try what Miss Teacher Eileen taught you last week, trial and error method. You take the equation, you try and see. So when I take my ln x, okay, when I take my ln x and I differentiate it, I actually saw 1 over x there. Okay, 1 over x is around inside this equation somewhere. Okay, so that is actually my f prime x. So what I'm going to do is I recognize that and I change my equation over here to 1 over x. We cannot change the equation and change the question. We can change the equation to look like the question, but in a different format. Okay, for example, I cannot change this to 2x. I cannot change this to something else. It has to be 1 over x, and 1 over x is actually something that I have inside my question. Okay, remember, to use this method, you cannot change the equation into something you don't have at all. Okay, for example, if this question I want to change to 2x is impossible, so I cannot change to something impossible, but I can change it when you multiply this back. The format of the question is still there. That is only correct. Okay, I saw an answer there. Do anybody else have answer for this question? Do anybody else have answer? If you do, please put inside the chat box, because then I know your teacher taught you well. Okay, so that's the answer. So I have this because the integration, the differentiation of ln x, I got 1 over x. So I actually have the f prime x on top, and I already have the ln x there. So this answer is ln x with the modulus for the ln plus c. Okay? Magic happens so fast. If you can do this recognition method, the magic will happen very fast. Okay? Next question. Let's look at this one. If I take the differentiation, I'm going to use the same format because I'm going to recognize this is the f prime x on top and the function is at the bottom. So I take the bottom function, the fx from the bottom, I try to differentiate it. And then I see, it's exactly the same, looks good, x cos x plus sine x. So it is exactly the same. Remember, what I'm teaching you today is just the technique of integration, which we are going to apply inside our question for application of integration. Okay? So, once we have the differentiation already, we know this part here is actually our f prime x. We have our answer already. Okay? Magic happens here. Voila, the answer should be out. Anybody can give me the answer? Is it very hard to type the answer? I don't think so. It's easy answer only because I want to just apply inside the ln. Okay, this is the formula that I'm going to have. Everybody can give me this answer. All of you. Shall we? Do you have the answer? Yes, great. Wonderful. Okay, I saw one answer there. Anybody else? Can you all get the answer? This is just recognizing and then take a part of the question. Okay, usually we will take the denominator because we want the denominator to be differentiate and we get the numerator on top. Okay, we get the numerator on top and the numerator have to be the differentiation of the denominator. The special case is just like the ln just now. When we integrate the differentiate the time, we notice that the top portion is a bit different. So we adjust. And remember, we adjust, we cannot lose the original format. Okay, so I saw a few good answers over there. Wonderful, Mei Ling. Wonderful, Chai Jasin. Wonderful, Shui. The answer is just applying the f prime x, fx formula, ln fx. Means we take the denominator, we have the answer. Super easy. Thank you so much for answering. Let's go next question. Okay? Next thing. Right, again, can you tell me what's the integration of exponent sine x? Again, we want to take the denominator, exponent sine x, and I want to differentiate that. Okay, I want to differentiate the exponent sine x. Shall we? Differentiate it first. Everybody, try inside your own paper. I don't need to show me the answer. You will get cos x exponent power of sine x. The situation is exactly the same. So even if you look at the equation, it looks so complicated. There is trigo, sine there, there's cos there, and then there's exponent there. It looks so complicated, but if you can recognize which equation it belongs to, is it the differentiation, then everything will be super, super easy. Okay, so I have cos x exponent sine x over there is actually the f prime x on the top. The answer should be out by now. Okay, everybody, please type your answer. You can recognize the position already, then the answer will come out like magic. All right. There is a power here. Never mind. Don't type. Don't waste time. Let's continue. Okay, so we will have this ln exponent with the power of sine x. So don't need to type because it is a power, so I don't want to waste your time. So you have exponent sine x there, which we will have the ln following this formula. All right, wonderful. But is it done? This question is not done yet. Okay, it's not. Oh, somebody actually type up. Great, thank you, Mei Ling. Thank you so much. There is an answer over there. Right, before I tell you what is going to happen to this equation, okay, which is not complete yet, right? The third digit code, okay, the third digit code for today is 2. Okay, the third digit code today is 2. All right, wonderful. All right, I see answers and I see some explanation how you're going to solve this question already. Wonderful, wonderful. That's the good thing about giving you the PDF. Those who already done the question, you will know where you get stuck. So you will concentrate. And for those who got the answer, you will know what is the concept. So you will try to do the question. So when you get the PDF, I suggest you all try it out. Okay, I'm going to bring, because this is the index, so I'm going to bring the index to the front. Then the power of the index, I'm going to bring to the front. So sine x ln exponent. This part over here, I cannot leave it there. That's why just now I say this question have not ended. Okay, that's why I say this question have not ended, because I need to make sure I understand my logarithm. Okay, logarithm you study in SEM 1, all right, in the chapter function. You know that ln E is actually log EE. Log EE is actually 1. So which means all this part here will transform to 1. Okay, sine x and that plus C will be your answer. Very good. Everybody did well. Means you all tried out the question. Even the question look very, very complicated, but using the correct method and the correct technique, we will make the equation becomes easy. Remember, the integration technique only made you need to use the correct technique to be able to answer the application part of this chapter integration. Okay, if you use the wrong technique, the calculation will transform to become longer and you wasted time. And you know already in Stpm, time is very, very precious. You all are SEM 2 students. You should know time is super, super precious in SEM. In the question when answering the Stpm question. Okay, let's go to question number 12. Next question, shall we? Okay, in this next question, number 12.
The third digit code.
I given the third digit code. The third digit code I've already given.
Yeah, already given.
Okay.
2. Okay, the third digit code is 2, already given. All right, so now this is another big trigonometric integration. You can use trigonometry to solve this question, but of course the method is going to make it more complicated. So I'm going to use ln to this. So I'm going to take the denominator and I'm going to differentiate it, and I notice that I have negative sine t. Okay, I have negative sine t. But here, all right, here I have 3 sine t. I don't have a negative there. So I need to do a little bit of adjustment. Just now I told you already, I can adjust. Okay, I can adjust so that the equation become similar, but don't change the equation. Okay, so what will happen is I have a negative like what I need inside the question. So I will put the negative there. I bring this 3 out. Okay, so this part is now the f prime x or divide by the fx. Okay, this negative over here, I already settled it because I told you I cannot change the format of the question. So it doesn't have a negative. So I need to multiply negative outside. So to make sure that it has the same position. Okay. Now that I have the same thing already, the next thing is these values over here. Okay. It has to go outside because I need the f prime x. So I do a little bit of adjustment, and then the magic happens. Okay, then the magic happens, the answer is out already. A complicated question, when use the correct format, magic will happen. So I'm sure you know what's the answer already. Okay, I'm sure you know the answer already. Everybody hit the answer chat box with the answer. It's going to be it's not going to be very hard to type, right? So everybody hit the chat box with the answer. Do I have answer? Do I have answer for this? Question number 12. Okay. Inside my PDF, I actually have extra question there because I was thinking like maybe I can drag to more or maybe have less. Okay. So if I notice I still have plenty of time left. So which means whatever extras inside the question, I can discuss a few of them. Okay, so what's happening there? Is there an answer? Anybody? I'm sure you can see the answer because the f prime x is on top, the fx is at the bottom. The answer should easily come out. Okay, do I have any answer over there? Yes or no? Yes? Right. Wonderful. Thank you, Shafiq. You have the answer. Okay, thank you, Mei-Ling. You have the answer. Anybody else? Anybody else want to try out? Anybody else want to try out the answer before I show you the answer? The answer is very obvious. Thank you, Shui. Once you can recognize, during exam, the time is, can you recognize the question? The can you recognize? It all comes from practice. That's why I have so many questions inside the PDF. Okay, it all comes with practice. You have to practice to be able to recognize what is it. Okay, thank you, Izani. Thank you, Chai Tsin. All right, so the answer is negative ln. Copy the denominator plus C. Don't forget the plus C, okay? So that is the answer that you are going to get for the question. It is super easy. Okay, my last question, not actually the last, inside my PDF, I have more than 13 questions, is this one. Okay, why I want to show this one? It is actually the application question. Like I say, the question come in Stpm are application question. The data that you have, okay, the technique that you have, you need to apply inside the question. Okay, is what type of question is substitutable? Use this in formula. Is what type of question? Is what type of question is suitable to use this in formula? Well, Veron Chong, actually integration have a lot of technique. Okay, we have the substituting technique, we have the by parts technique. What I need you all to do is practice, and from the practice you will look at the equation and you will know what technique actually needed to be used to solve the question. Okay, because if you use the wrong technique, it is not going to be minus mark, but it will make the equation harder to solve. Okay, it's going to be harder to solve. The equation, the working is going to go longer. Right, Veron Chong? So you have to practice a lot to recognize which integration technique you need to use when solving the problem. Okay, so this equation, I didn't want you all to waste time sketching the graph, so I sketched the graph for you already. So this is the area of the graph that I'm going to calculate for this question. So when you look at the question, if you use the substituting technique, I didn't say cannot. Let's say if you use the substituting technique, then you need to change the values at the side. The good thing about this recognizing the ln f prime x fx technique is you do not need to change 0 and 3. You do not need to waste time to change by using the substituting technique. You need to change 0 to 3. Okay, so let's say if I can recognize this as differentiation, means I have the differentiation on top, 2x, although I have a 2. So I will add in the 2x, means the differentiation of the denominator, the f prime x is on top, is 2x. But I don't have a 2 inside my equation. Yeah, I don't have a 2 there. So what I need to do is I need to divide by the 2. Like I say, you cannot change the format of the question. I repeat again, you cannot change the format of the question. So now I have 2x, I need to divide. So actually, I didn't change the format of the question at all. Okay, so now here, I can actually solve this question already without any problem, because following here is actually the f prime x on top. Okay, so here is the f prime x on top. So I can actually solve this question by putting in, okay, modulus. Thank you. Typing error here. This is a modulus. Okay, this is a modulus. All right. What you going to do is you are going to put in the values. Okay, remember the values have to be positive values because of the modulus. Typing error there. What you are going to do is you're going to set it in and then you are going to calculate. Because this question is talking about area, you can answer the question as it is. Okay, you can answer the question as it is. And because you are calculating for area, you have to calculate unit squared. Okay, so I have about 3 minutes more. I don't think I'm going to do the other few questions that I have inside my PDF. So I will do only 13 questions for this lesson. The rest I will do inside the video. Don't worry, the video will be out soon. Okay, so that's all from my lesson. Today, Teacher Eileen want to announce something. I give it back to Teacher Eileen to announce. Okay, so that's all from me today. Teacher Eileen, back to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Teacher Im. What I'm going to say. I think I told Teacher Im already and Zana already. I decide to stop for IU lah for this after this because of my health problem. Okay, I feel sick, very sick, and I cannot. Sometimes I feel very giddy and I feel sick lah. So I cannot continue to give you anymore the live. But I'm still supporting Teacher Im and Teacher Zana. Right, so I thank you students for all this time supporting me. Okay, thank you. I don't know what to say.
Teacher Eileen will come back when she gets better, right? You are going to come back, right? You will come back when you get better, of course. As long as Teacher Eileen is still a teacher, if she is feeling, once she get better, she will return back. Okay, so please hit Teacher Eileen like button. okay, to support her. And if can, please leave some good words inside the chat box so that she can feel better, right? Every teacher needs support. I tell you that every teacher needs support. Just now, Shafiq had a question. I answer. Sorry, Eileen. I answered Shafiq's question first. Just now, he asked, "Can I leave the answer in 1/2 ln 10?" But actually, in STPM, if it is an area or volume, we prefer to leave the answer in the format of decimal places. Okay, you just press calculator, then you have the unit squared for significant feature. Okay, so back to Teacher Eileen. I'm sure Teacher Eileen will come back when she gets better. See, so many of the everybody out there will be very supportive to Teacher Eileen. See, everybody are saying,
So
and
thank
if
you.
you wish Teacher Eileen to come back, so pray for her to get well soon and hope she can come back to us soon. How about Zana? You want to say something to Eileen? Mike, Zana, Mike.
Yeah. I'm already on. Actually, I'm speechless because three of us have been together since the starting of this StreamYard, and what they say is like we have been a family. Of course, it's sad to see when a family leaves us. Okay, hopefully it's not permanent. It's just temporary. Teacher Eileen, I'm
Teacher
praying that
Eileen is
it's just
crying.
temporary, and that you come back healthy. Okay, I'm sad because I'm older than you, and yet you sakit. Okay, hopefully she'll be healthier when she's resting, and she'll come back soon. Okay, get well
Yes.
soon, Teacher Eileen, and come back soon. I think
Yes,
that's all.
because Teacher Eileen and Teacher Zana is actually just like my right hand and my left hand. Okay, and then I'm going to miss you a lot, Eileen. I hope
Yes.
if when you are feeling better, just tell us. Okay, the door will be open for you. All right, we're gonna miss you a lot, Eileen. Okay lah,
Yeah.
the ones that said ready. Bye.
Yes. Okay.
Cikgu
Yes.
Maya also crying already.
Cikgu Maya nak add something pun boleh. Want to say anything?
Cikgu Maya nak cakap sesuatu? You want to say something?
Okay, I just want to say here that I'm sure you will get in the good health later after getting a rest, because I also have the same experience last year. Got 3 operation last year, cannot join IU at that time. But now after that, I'm getting better now. Just like I hope Teacher Eileen will be better. Just take a rest lah after this.
Yes.
Yes.
Please do rest. Rest
Okay.
and then get better and come out more powerful than ever. Okay, that's all from
Alright.
us today. Bye.
Procedure is up.
The last quote, sorry,
Yeah.
the last quote for today is 0.
Yeah.
Kosong, Eileen. Kosong.
I'm a record credit link. Okay. So the link is revealed and the record credit is given in the chat box, and later the username. The username presenter is I'm finding the username.
Yeah, inside the chat box.
Yes.
Okay, so you see, every one of you, actually most of us are working very hard for you all. I think to do videos and to do all this kind of work is very tedious. Okay,
Yes,
it's very tedious, and we have to look at the computer a long time to get everything typed. So please support us. Please tell us if you don't understand. Please PM us. We will try to answer you, and all of us will miss Cikgu Eileen a lot.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me finish my job today for moderator.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so we
moderator
have,
job.
So we have reached the end of today's session. Thank you so much to those who are able to follow our session from the beginning till the end. So before we end our session for today, we as a sign of support, please click the subscribe button below and activate the bell icon so that you won't miss the next class session. So then if you find that the lesson was beneficial, hit the like button and share to your friends on your social media. Spread and share the goodness. So now all the links are out. So remember, fill in all the particulars in 15 minutes time. Okay, so if you wish to get more information on the online classes, go to www.academyyoutuber.com, and to those who haven't got joined EDD Junior Telegram, please do so. So before we end, I would like to thank all the students for joining today. Feel free to share this free tuition class to your friends and teachers all over Malaysia. This is a collective effort from all the teachers throughout Malaysia for all the students throughout the country. Thank you for being a YouTuber Academy supporter too. I think that's all for now. See you in another session. Okay. And don't forget our hashtag bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. Stay safe and bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wow, banyaknya
Bye-bye,
hadiah menarik
Aileen.
menanti anda. Wah, kini Akademi YouTuber mengambil inisiatif baru di mana memberikan hadiah-hadiah ini secara percuma. Ya, percuma kepada anda semua. Bagaimana caranya? Dengan mengikuti kelas tuition online percuma Akademi YouTuber sambil mengutip mata kredit, anda dapat menukarkannya dengan hadiah-hadiah yang menarik ini. Tunggu apa lagi? Segalanya percuma. Jangan lepaskan peluang tau. Dah dapat banyak hadiah menarik, takkan nak lepaskan peluang. Layari www.academyyoutuber.com sekarang untuk maklumat lanjut.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.